YouTube! Welcome to another video. Today we're watching Reddit's Insane Confessions by EmKay. Let's go! I'm excited. This sounds fun.
I've been faking an allergy for years, and now it's gone way too far.
Why would you fake an allergy?
This started as a dumb excuse, and now I'm in too deep. Years ago, I went on a date with this girl who was obsessed with peanut butter. She kept pushing me to try her peanut butter smoothie, even after I said I wasn't in the mood.
So you hate food,
Instead of just saying no, I blurted out, "Oh, I can't. I'm allergic." Big mistake. She was super concerned, asked a million questions, and I figured, whatever, I'd never see her again. But then she introduced me to her friend group, and they all knew about my, quote, allergy. At that point, correcting it felt too awkward.
You guys, I lied before that I had a gluten intolerance. Because I thought I could lose weight that way. And then it came back to me at one point. I was like eating with one of the classmates I told it to, and she was like, "Wait, I thought you were gluten intolerant," because I had like some sweet bread or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, it's actually gone. It was actually something else."
Fast forward 6 years, I'm still friends with these people. My allergy is a known fact. They warn restaurants for me, they check ingredients. One of them even threw out a peanut butter cake someone brought to a party just to be safe.
Yeah, that's
the worst
really...
part, I love peanut butter. I eat it in secret. I have a stash at work. Once my best friend said, "Man, it must suck not knowing what a Reese's tastes like." And I just nodded solemnly. Now, my girlfriend, who also believes I'm allergic, wants us to move in together, and she's super cautious about food. I'm terrified she'll find my peanut butter stash and think I've been lying to her,
well, you were
which
lying.
I have for years.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to get out of this. Do I
no.
fake a miracle recovery, a medical misdiagnosis, or do I just keep the lie going forever?
Yeah, I think the best thing to say actually is that you got misdiagnosed. Honestly, I mean, you can also be honest, but at this point, since it's been years, there's no excuse for that.
TLDR, lied about a peanut allergy. Now I'm living a double life and can never eat Reese's
tastes like
in
peanut
public.
sugar.
Man,
True.
you did this to you.
I like it though. I like it.
Yourself. Why did you have to okay, maybe I get lying in the moment for some reason. I don't know why you would. You could just say, "No, I just don't want to try your smoothie." But no, now you have to live this lie forever until you have the balls to tell everyone that you're a big stinking liar. I'm gonna be real.
Oh my, yeah, everyone agrees about the, I'm actually glad that I also said that. I saw the follow-up for this and they did go for the medical re-diagnosis. That's good. People do outgrow allergies.
Deal with you. Misdiagnosis is your best bet. This is the perfect time of year, actually.
I would like to, if there's a food I hate and someone keeps telling me to eat it. I mean, to be fair, yes, but like he doesn't hate peanut butter. He just didn't want to eat it in that like moment, and then
start sniffling. Find some irritant to make yourself sneeze occasionally. Fake a pollen ragweed air allergy and complain loudly about either the symptoms or the side effects of the Claritin you are definitely taking. Use that as your excuse to get allergy testing.
I'll be honest, you don't
when
have
you were
to
going
go
to
that
test
far.
negative for a peanut allergy, which must have warned.
Top 1% commenter on Reddit is crazy. Oh my god.
Off as you got older, and because you and your friends have been so careful to avoid exposure, you would have never known if not for that seasonal allergy that popped up. All right, but I think they might actually be onto something. You might have hope yet. I would just come clean though. I mean, you might. Well, okay, they might not like you for a little bit, but
birds with less of a life than us.
if they're real friends, no, I don't want to say if they're real friends because you're the one that's been lying to them for years.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy, you got yourself into this mess. I've scammed McDonald's for over 100 free hamburgers.
Let's
hear this one. When you sign up for the McDonald's app, you get an offer for a free hamburger or cheeseburger when you spend at least $1. I learned quickly that you can just log out of that account in the app and create a new one very easily. Since then, I have signed up for over 100 different accounts to get over 100 free hamburgers this way, and I have never ever been so much as questioned about it.
Okay, but to be fair, I feel like they don't expect you to do this. because like it's a lot of work, but they do know that you could do this, right? Who will think of the billionaires? Yeah, no reason to feel bad. No reason to feel bad for like a $1 billion company. Come on. Is it really free? You spend $100 for 100 burgers. I mean, to be fair, I do think it's less money than if you had, I mean, obviously the burger costs more than $1, right? But I think the production cost is also more than $1 if you also count like the staff and stuff, right? I don't know. What you spend the dollar for two. Also, yeah, true.
It's piss easy to do, and
like, to be fair though, other stuff at McDonald's is pretty overpriced, so yeah. Yeah. What is $1 at McDonald's? I think, I'm not sure either, actually. I think the apple pie is $1.99.
I feel absolutely zero remorse for this.
Yeah,
Editing
good.
to add this because people won't shut the f up about this and keep trying to gotcha me. I get coffee from McDonald's almost every day on my commute to work. So anytime I wanted a hamburger, I just create a new account and then get it for free along with my coffee. I'm not going out of my way to go there all the time to buy stuff just to get the free burger. I'm getting the coffee anyway, so the free hamburger is just a nice bonus.
Getting the coffee every day from McDonald's is like such a different life for me. Coffee is $1.50, not $1. I mean, it's still, I guess it's not a bad deal though then. I think that's a pretty good deal. A coffee and a burger for $1.50. Yeah.
Properly check the receipt code. I've been getting buy one get one sandwiches without doing the surveys for years. I think it's funny and weird that people will like bend over backwards to defend or like help McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, poor McDonald's, they're losing out on a couple cents of materials and supplies
it's not a scam.
for a one hamburger.
I agree.
Like, dude, people gotta eat, man. Who gives a shit? McDonald's is what, losing a couple bucks because of this? I don't know. Who cares? The real hamburger.
But it's a good idea.
He's not wrong. Terminally ill and racking up credit card debt with zero to give. I've had cancer for 2 years now. Did chemo, lost my leg, beat odds, and managed to even go back to work. Well, hit the fan and treatments.
Hello, Eventi. We're watching EmKay Reddit Confessions.
Stopped working. Probably got weeks, maybe couple months at best. I am 22, don't own a house, don't own my car, have maybe $2,000 in the bank. So I took out a credit card, 6.5K limit, 0% APR for 20 months. I was previously building up a good credit score and am now buying whatever the f I want. The debt will die with me and I give no f***s. And if you want to beef me about driving your bank fees up with this behavior, at least you get to live, lol. Edit. I mean, thank you all for your...
Again, I don't know. I don't care about the bank. Is that mean? I don't care about the bank. Yeah, that's how you fuck over your credit score. I mean, if he dies anyway and no one gets the debt after him, the debt would die with me. Haha, he doesn't know. Wait, does the debt like go to someone else? Like maybe his parents? Because he doesn't have children, obviously. They go after family? Do they do that? That sucks. That would be pretty sucky. Parents? They absolutely try to get it from family. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
Amazing responses. Unfortunately, it's bone cancer that has spread through my whole body, so I'm too weak now to travel far as much as I would have wanted to.
That sucks! Like, because they don't have control over what their son does.
See the world. I'm going to go bigger and do some good stuff. If you have ideas, I want to do some big donations to food banks and cancer charities that supported me through my journey and make some differences before I pop.
Sad
Also,
though,
shame on you all for asking me for money. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's shameful. Man, this is really sad to read. I don't know if this person's still around, but using what you got left to donate to those in need.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, after you're gone, that's I respect that so damn much. Yeah. Update 2. Took out some more cards. Thanks for the suggestions. Some of you asking, I'm a girl, haha. I've bought lots of things for my family, mostly sentimental things with my handwriting on. I bought a crab at a fancy-ass seafood place. That was awesome. I've donated to animal shelters and food banks. Also to the cancer charities who helped drag my ass through this. Also, can y'all stop telling me to find Jesus? I respect those of you who are...
That's the thing. I would be totally in with this. But if the debt goes to someone else, that would suck. That would suck. No, a woman is dying. No. Oh, banks definitely not getting suspicious. Dude, the banks must be so like, imagine like they see someone's getting like a lot of cards in like a short time, and then they realize a few weeks later this person died. Oh,
praying
no.
for me because I know that's your way of thinking of me, and I'm really touched by that. But finding God is in no way in my plans and not what I believe will happen after death. Trying to force a religion down a dying person's throat is really not the vibe. Update 3. Still hanging on. I've deteriorated quite a lot now, lost a lot of functionality in my body at this point, so I'm bedbound and mostly just watching lots of TV and seeing family. But I'm comfortable, eating apples and cheese and lots of little treats. Thank you all for still checking in and thinking of me. I'm really fortunate to be surrounded by my friends and family right now. When you boil it all down to it in the end, it really is all you need. Anyway, I'll try updating again soon. Yeah, it. We ball. Go live your dreams. I once lied on my CV.
Yeah, I really hope the death doesn't go to a family, to her family. But even if, honestly, I feel like if you suffered for a long time with cancer, you deserve having the best, like, you deserve having a good last few months.
I got the job and got promoted. I lied on my CV and somehow convinced the world I was a coding wizard. Now I'm stuck in a never-ending cycle of Google searches and caffeine-fueled coding sessions. This is when I regret it, and I do indeed. My browser history is a treasure trove of how to fix syntax errors and what does this error message mean. I learned to code on the job, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm making it up as I go along. My colleagues think I'm a genius, but really, I'm just good at hiding my panic. When they ask me to explain my code, I launch into a confident-sounding, jargon-filled monologue, hoping they'll get lost in the technical mumbo-jumbo. The best part? I got a promotion and a raise, which basically translates to, we're paying you more to keep pretending you're good at this. Edit,
I need a
thanks.
job
I feel so supported by the huge IT and developer community. At least I've learned surprisingly fast, and also that truth is told by how you work, action over words. Maybe after all, I can call myself a real programmer now? I mean, yeah, you might not have really known much of it when you went into it, but you are learning, and at some point you'll be able to do this without Googling. So technically, you're doing just fine. Fake it till you make it. It's a classic saying. As a contrast, I once lied on my CV. I got the job and was fired 24 hours later. I gaslit my college library out of late fees by returning my
almost any job can be taught on the job. I mean, yeah, he's not doing like anything. You know, if he was like applying to be a surgeon and lied, that would be bad, but I think that's fine.
Books.
Explain the difference between 2D and 3D models. Hey, I know that. That's easily. I'm not gonna explain it now, though, but that's easy.
Back in college, the 2000s, one semester I took out several books for a big research project. This was back when internet research was not admissible, and you needed to properly cite all your sources. School and life got away from me, and I forgot about them for a while. That was until the end of the semester, when I got a late library dues bill in the mail. I think the fees were 25 cents per books per day, if not more, and I had at least 10 books over a month late. I didn't have any money, and if you had outstanding library dues, you could not get your grades or
You guys, I have a book from my old college, and I've had it for a year. Like, it's like due, like, I think it's been due for like a year. And one time, the library woman actually called me, and she was like, oh yeah, you still have the book, right? And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, I can bring it back soon. And I forgot to bring it back, and that was already also like months ago, and I still have the book. I need to bring it back. Mip's gonna get a bill for like €1 million one day. I hope not. Oh my god. Very studious. Yeah, sure. Oh, good night, Tobias. Good night.
Script for the semester. Instead of sheepishly returning the books and paying the fines, I put the books in my
God. They don't
backpack,
care
smuggled them
anymore?
into the library,
Maybe.
and returned them all to their correct places on the
returned a
shelves.
book?
I then called the library the next day and questioned the validity of the letter regarding my overdue books. The librarian left me on hold for a few minutes and returned to the phone apologizing to me that it seemed the books had in fact been returned. Library dues were erased and they didn't hold back my transcript. Honestly,
Nice.
this is smart as hell. And also, I did a little math, and you would have owed what, like maybe $70-something, 10 books over a month, 25 cents per book per day.
But to be honest, I thought it would be worse. I thought it was worse, to be honest.
Did my math right? I don't know. But
It's not too
if they're like yeah, $70. Who cares? It's a college library anyways. Colleges. They already rip people off and take way too much damn money. This is fine. This is a great idea.
True.
Good job. I worked at a university library.
For you, it'll be bad if you don't return it. No, I can return it. I'll return it.
Awesome job, bud.
No, don't scare me. Don't scare me. I am surprised that I didn't get called again, though.
The way. But yeah, the fear was real. Even us staff, including management, thought this out loud. People pay thousands in tuition. What's the point of twisting a knife over $1.24? Exactly. Lol, I worked at my uni library too, and honestly, nobody cared that much about late fees unless it was like
don't think my
hundreds
college
of dollars.
had anything like
Most of
that.
us were just trying to survive finals week, like everyone else. I found money in an ATM, and now I regret returning it. Just what the title says. I show up to a Wells Fargo ATM and there is $300 sitting in the cash dispenser. No one around, as if someone made a withdrawal and forgot to take the money. I waited about 10 minutes to see if anyone came back, but no one did. I was with my 9-year-old son, who was excited and asked if we could keep it. I told him that the right thing to do is to return it. However, this was a Sunday and we would have to wait until Monday. Good opportunity for a lesson, right? Kind of. I go in on Monday and explain to the manager what happened. They told me no one had contacted them yet, but they will put it back in the bank, and if someone comes and asks, they will look at the balance at the end of the month or something like that.
What?
No pat on the back, just a simple thanks. And the bank absorbs the cash with no real outcome.
Oh my god, no one had even asked for it. I mean, I don't know how it is in other countries, but here, if like the worth is over $50, I think you're supposed to like, I mean, you can like, you know, I guess you can talk to the store in this case. But if you find like, let's say $100 or €100 on the street, you're supposed to bring it to the police, right? But, this is so unfortunate.
Could have used that $300, but I guess it's an important lesson for my kid.
I mean, yeah.
Still, I agree. The right thing to do would be to give that money that is not yours to the bank, whatever.
Yeah.
But also, the bank's the bank. They have money, obviously. $300 is probably not a lot for them, and you have a kid. I think you would have been absolutely justified in taking that $300 to support you and your kid or your partner. I don't know if you have one or not, but like I see where you're going. I can respect the good Samaritan vibe.
Yeah.
But the banks. This happened to me. I withdraw money and the ATM spit out the last few bucks when I left. Stupid me didn't count all the money. The bank actually contacted me. They have recordings and timestamps, etc. of the withdraw, etc.
what?
You did good by showing your kiddo the right to do, or the right thing to do. Neighbor tried to get my mom fined over our shed, so I got his $40,000 pool filled in. I live with my mom.
What?
She's quiet, keeps to herself, never bothers anyone. A few months ago, our new neighbor decided to report her to the city for having an illegal shed in the backyard.
Dude, why the fuck would you report someone for having a shed in the backyard? What do you mean? Who do you think you are? Yeah, some people have way too much time on their hands. Yeah, mind your own business. What the heck?
It was total BS. The shed's been there for years and has full permits.
Oh my
An inspector came
God.
out, checked everything, and left without saying a word.
My neighbors would definitely do that. Oh my god. 5 minutes of 10? No. It's fine. We're gonna finish this first.
But the neighbor, smug, proud, thought he'd scared us. So I did a little digging. Turns out his brand new pool was way too close to the property line and illegally built over a utility easement. I reported him, attached photos, quoted city codes. 2 weeks later, the city ordered him to either move it, impossible, or fill it in.
Deserve.
He lost the whole thing, $40,000 down the drain.
That's what you get. That's what you get for trying to, like, you know, I don't know. I don't even know. Why would you report your neighbors for their shed? Why do you care? But no, that's
Literally.
what you get. Yeah.
Now he gets
Karma,
to look at our completely
true.
legal shed every day while standing over a pile of dirt where his pool used to be. Mom sleeps great now. I love that shit. Oh man, I could read stuff like this all day long. Ooh, I love smug motherfuckers who think they're so high and mighty and in the right. Oh, blah blah blah. I'm gonna cry and bitch about your shed, and then they get that pie slapped right back into their face. Ooh, I love that. I'd be giving him the smuggest, cheesiest grin you ever did see on this planet. Put a kiddie pool next to the shed. Diabolical. Diabolical would be sitting in it facing where his pool used to be, under an umbrella with an adult beverage in hand. Dude, I'd be chilling on top of the shed.
Hell yeah.
Man, I that's just so good. I love that. I've been stealing parking from my work every day for months.
How do you
my work
steal
charges
parking?
$10 a day for parking in the parking garage.
Are you serious? You go to I'm sorry. I'm gonna crash out about this. You go there to work. And then they wanna make you pay money to park there? You already spent time going there, driving there, and then you're probably like way underpaid. Are you serious? Yeah, the job should absolutely, exactly. The job should pay for it 100%. Thank you for hydrate and strength.
Which really adds up. We're supposed to pay this out of our
Also,
own
10
pockets,
is a
but
lot.
I don't pay. I found a parking spot on the bottom floor of the garage that is all the way in the corner. It's dark there and quite well hidden. Then I back my car into the spot, put it into neutral, and push it gently until it rests against the wall, so the wall completely blocks my rear plate. And I have no front plate, so the parking attendant, if they happen to walk all the way into that corner, cannot easily read my plate. I see many of my coworkers complaining about the prices or showing parking tickets they got because they forgot to pay that day. But so far, I have not gotten a ticket. Eventually, I will get a ticket, I think, and at that point, I will not pay it and just start taking public transportation to work. The dedication of putting it in neutral, getting out and pushing it against the wall every day is to be commended. I pray for the longevity of your scam.
Me too.
As do I. The real scam is getting their employees to pay that much for parking every day.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah, like, dude, I work here. Why can't I just park for free? I faked liking sparkling water for 3 years and now I'm trapped. Dude, not again. It's the peanut butter thing, but probably not as worse. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm 30 now, but this started when I was around 27 during a phase where I was trying really hard to be one of those put together adults who meal prep, drink sparkling water, and have plants that aren't just dying slowly in the corner. So I bought a 12-pack of LaCroix because, you know, that's what the cool, healthy people were drinking.
Really?
First sip, it tasted like someone whispered the word fruit
meal prep
into a
is
cup of
good.
TV static. Absolutely.
But like, why is it, I never thought of sparkling water to be healthy. It's just water. Like sparkling water isn't healthier than normal water, right? Oh yes, 10 p.m. It's okay. I'll watch it after this one. Yeah.
Disgusting.
So I can stop and stuff.
But I had already posted it on my
But thank
Instagram
you.
story with the caption, "New addiction, lol."
It's
But,
actually
like,
unhealthy.
Why? What, like, you don't have
Good for you, the stomach. Really?
to pretend to like something to look cool, man. Ugh,
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of my downfall. Friends started bringing LaCroix over when they visited.
Oh,
Coworkers
no.
stocked it in the office fridge because I liked it. My girlfriend, now fiancé, thought it was cute how into sparkling water I was. So she bought me a soda stream for Christmas.
No way. I understand that you can like, I understand if my parents would act like that. When I tell them I like something, they would get a lot of me of this. But like, honestly, that just means you're very popular with your friends and co-workers. You said you like LaCroix and they just give it to you. Honestly, yeah. Hate that it's pronounced LaCroix. Isn't it supposed to be LaCroix? Technically. Can't relate? Yeah.
Yes, now I'm in too deep. I've become the guy who nods thoughtfully while drinking what is essentially spicy sadness.
It's not spicy.
I have flavors in my fridge with names like Pamplemousse and Limoncello, and I pretend like I can tell the difference. I can't. It all tastes like carbonated regret. Sometimes I just want a normal drink, but if I ever open a Gatorade, someone will say, "Whoa,
what?
no."
But that's what I don't get. That's also carbonated. Oh, Pamplemousse is grapefruit. Oh, yeah, in German we have the word Pampelmuse.
LaCroix today, and I'll just fake laugh like, gotta switch it up.
Gatorade isn't carbonated.
Meanwhile, my
Never
soul
mind.
is quietly screaming. Anyway, if you're young and reading this, never lie about your beverages. This stuff will haunt
No
you.
shit.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Like, dude, just come out and say, like, this isn't as bad as saying for 5 years you have an allergy that could kill you. This is just a drink that you really don't enjoy, and for some reason people just think you're the guy.
This
Well,
much
not
about
for some
beverages,
reason. I know the reason
true.
why. It's because you told people you had an addiction to it, and you played along, and like, dude, I'm sorry. It's once again, you.
Guys, I'm addicted to Monster, by the way, and also Diet Coke. Guys, please. Everyone in that guy's life, apparently. Exactly. How does everyone in that guy's life just start giving him LaCroix for free?
did this to
Against some water? No!
yourself. You don't have to lie about things you just don't like or are not allergic to. Just be honest, man. Tell everyone you're going.
Also, that's kind of crazy. He was like 27 when he did that. He was like posting about being addicted to sparkling water and trying to seem cool. I don't know, man.
Carbonation free. Easy solution. People's taste changes over time. You could also pretend they changed something in the formula and it's no longer pleasing to your taste buds. Or pretend you had COVID and now it tastes different. See, now that's actually not a bad idea. When I was about 24 or 25 years old, I purposely caused a tailgater to crash into a construction ditch. Circled back around, got out of my car, and taunted the driver.
What?
Like the title says. I'm driving down a major boulevard on my way to work when some asshole decides to tailgate me aggressively while honking and flashing his
someone
lights.
to
It
drive
was a
too
one-lane road
close.
only
Okay.
for about 3/4 of a mile, but I sped up knowing there was a construction ditch up ahead, and as I sped up, he kept right on my ass. And at the very last second, I swerved around the ditch, and he went right in, totaling his car.
Oh my God.
I circled back, got out of my car, and yelled, "F you, asshole!" He couldn't even get out of his car, but I saw the rage in his face. And I just got back in my car, all the while giving him the finger, and slowly drove away.
Dude, I cannot be. I can't. Why is everyone always so aggressive while driving? I'm scared of driving, and this is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons why I'm scared.
God, that felt good. This post unexpectedly blew up, so to answer a few questions. 1, this was in the neighborhood of 1997 or 98. I
You
can't
ever drive
remember
if you
exactly.
don't have to?
This was on
Yeah.
eastbound Northern Boulevard, somewhere between Old Westbury and Huntington, New York. No, I would not do this again today.
Although I know that in America, a lot of people always have to drive because it's like, public transportation isn't that convenient, right? So I understand if you have to drive, but also, oh my God, it doesn't seem to be good for like mental health. Hello, Atla! Hello.
Today, I would just simply move over. I was young and dumb. He was alone in the vehicle. Good. He was alone, pissed off, and had to deal with his own damn consequences. Alone. Just soaking in him. welcome. There's a road near me that's a 50 miles per hour limit that changes to a 30 mile per hour limit just before a bend. Immediately after the bend is a speed camera. If somebody
They do this here too. They do this a lot here as well.
really tailgating me on the 50 mile per hour road, I'll sometimes pull over to the side of the road just before the bend so the tailgater can pass me. If they don't know the road and don't know about the camera...
Thank you, Anna! You too! Oh my god. My attention is so screwed. I tried setting your stream to 2 times speed. I mean, I guess that's like the positive thing about YouTube. You can actually do that.
They'll usually put their foot down when they finally get the chance to pass and will fly around the bend at 50 plus. From the spot I pull over, you can see the camera nicely and see the flash when it goes off. My tally is at 14. That's really fun. I love that. You're smart. That was a stupid thing to do. What you're supposed to have said was, "Oh, you can't park there, mate." I'm a nurse and I 100% judge people based on their veins.
Oh?
Okay, so I know this might sound weird, but I have to confess to something. I am a nurse and I definitely judge patients based on their veins.
It's
if you
so
have
specific.
big, straight, beautiful veins, I instantly love you. You are the MVP.
Oh my
I could
God.
get blood or start an IV with my eyes closed. But if your veins are tiny, hard to find, or moving around like they are trying to escape, I am already mentally preparing for a struggle.
It's not my fault! It's not my fault! My veins look like that! You guys, I was at the, I had to get my blood taken once. That was a long time ago. And my vein was apparently like, the nurse like stabbed me, I don't know, like 10 times trying to find the vein. It was so freaking bad.
I always stay calm and professional on the outside, but on the inside, I am either celebrating or quietly panicking.
Nurses have complimented my veins before. Oh my god.
So yes, if you have ever wondered why your nurse is silently evaluating your veins, the answer is absolutely yes. That makes a lot of sense. I've had moments where I don't know, I need to get in for blood or something, and they comment like, that easy to find. Nice, easy to find your veins. And I'm just always wondering, like, is it hard to find veins on people? And now I know. Now every time I have to get a blood drawn or an IV for some reason, I will be thinking about this, and I will be wondering if I am judged. Maybe my veins will be hard to find that day. I don't know. I'm the one with
me too.
Tiny, difficult veins.
Me too.
It took a phlebotomist 7 tries to get an IV once for a surgery. Let's be honest, I'm the one who should be panicking when it's poke time. I drink gallons of water before a blood draw, so you will like me and my veins. But I judge you when you absolutely maul my arms and hands with 5 attempts and no success and have to call a supervisor to do it.
No, the thing is, I didn't like judge her for trying that often, but I did feel like kind of bad. I was like, why are my veins so like shit? What the heck?
Found a wallet with a lot of money on the sidewalk. A few days ago, I was walking my dog when I picked up a lady's wallet on the ground. When I looked inside, there was $440.
Whoa.
I was very tempted to just keep the money because I am currently broke and was already fantasizing of eating something other than ramen. I probably spent a good 20 minutes contemplating what to do.
Oh, no.
I finally decided that having a clear conscience was better than living with the guilt of spending someone else's hard-earned money.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You might think, oh yeah, $400, that's a lot of money. That's awesome. But like, you will feel bad about spending that money. Carrying cash. Also, yeah, guys, $400 in cash? What the heck? I never have cash with me because, I mean, sometimes I need to have some cash because like a lot of stores in Germany don't take a card. But like a lot of times usually I don't have cash, so I just can't buy stuff where they don't take cards, right? But yeah, I agree to him. On the bright side, your veins have a great survival instinct. True, actually. Tell those stories, it's 2025. They know. I think it's because of like, what is it? tax fraud a lot of times.
The address on the driver's license was reasonably close, so I returned it. The lady was super appreciative, and you could see just how relieved she was. I felt really bad for the fact I considered keeping it for myself. My coworker called me a complete moron for returning it and said if I were him, he would have kept the money, but I'm glad I did it anyway because it wasn't mine to keep.
No, but like I think like the lady being very appreciative and nice about it would be worth it. Yeah. Yeah, no one asked you, coworker. Too.
Okay, see, now this is a bit of a different situation than like the bank and the leftover money because with this, if I found a wallet, I would return it to them exactly how I found it, even if there was a bunch of money in it. If you take the money out, they're probably going to know an idea of how much money they had in it. And I don't want to be the guy who returns it, taking the money, lying, saying, oh yeah, this is just how I found it. And then they might like judge you or question you.
Recently bought a PC with cash all in $20 bills and they stared at me for several awkward moments. $20 bills is not that bad. You guys, sometimes when I go like buy something and then in front of me, it's usually very old people. They will try to buy like, I don't know, their €20 groceries with I don't know 20-cent coins. And I'm like, whoa, bro, they stand there for like 10 minutes counting the coins, and it's like, oh, please just use a card.
It also depends like how recently they lost the wallet. You know, if they just lost it yesterday, you give it to them with no money and it was in a spot where you couldn't easily find it. You know, there's just a bunch of variables. Also, when I was a kid, I was getting on a ride at a park, or I was go-karting or something, and in the seat was a man's wallet. I ran up to the guy and gave it to him, and he gave me like $40. So I don't know, I'm just saying, if you return a wallet with money in it, they might give you some of that cheddar. That's all I'm saying. I once had my rent in cash in my wallet, and it fell out of pocket. Someone returned the wallet without the cash in it, and I had to be evicted. I know that was a tough decision, but
but also, don't have that much money, like that much cash is really bad. I think it's really, oh my god. But it sounds like they were on the way to pay their rent in cash. I guess I understand that, but that's so bad.
Whatever reason they had that money, you're a good human for not taking it.
Yeah.
And there you go. You really never know who could use that money.
If
you find money lying around somewhere, who gives a shit? Go for it. But if it's in someone's wallet, just return the wallet how it is. No, you should work on letting that go. You were tempted by an obvious choice, but you made the moral and ethical choice. You did the right thing.
Yeah.
I like that little, the hands clasping together. That's awesome.
Oh shit! Oh, okay. I only care. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh no. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh. No. Anyway.
I've been.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Also subscribe to EmKay and come over to Twitch to watch me live. Bye, YouTube. Bye.